Hello guys, welcome back to Autobiography channel, where you can learn more interesting information about your favorite actors and athletes. The main character of our video today is famous Canadian wrestler who is popularly known as Hitman among his fans, Bret Hart. Canadian-American retired professional wrestler Bret Sergeant Hart was born in Calgary, Alberta, Canada, on July 2, 1957 and is now 64 years old. Hart is widely regarded as one of the greatest professional wrestlers of all time and was the face of the World Wrestling Federation during the New Generation era. A major international draw within professional wrestling, he has been credited with changing the perception of mainstream North American professional wrestling in the early 1990s by bringing technical in-ring performance to the fore. He's also famous for writing a weekly column, Autobiography, and has made many appearances and roles on TV. Bret Hart is a member of the world-famous Hart wrestling family. His father is WWE Hall of Famer Stu Hart, who was a trainer of many famous wrestlers like Chris Benoit, Chris Jericho, and Edge. His mother named Helen. Hart grew up in a household with 11 siblings, 7 brothers: Smith, Bruce, Keith, Wayne, Dean, Ross, and Owen, as well as 4 sisters: Ellie, Georgia, Allison, and Diana. His introduction to professional wrestling came at an early age. As a child, he witnessed his father training future wrestlers in the dungeon, his household basement, which served as a training room. Hart married Julie Smadu in 1982. They have 4 children named Jade, Dallas, Alexandra, and Blade. The 4 hearts located on the right thigh of his tie symbolize his children, and do the 4 dots following his signature. Bret and Julie separated in May 1998, and after several brief reunions over the next 4 years, eventually divorced in 2002. Hart married an Italian woman named Cinzia Rota in 2004, but they divorced in 2007 after failing to agree on where they should live. He then married Stephanie Washington in 2010. Through his children, Hart has 2 granddaughters and 2 grandsons. Hart has an amateur wrestling background, wrestling at Ernest Manning High School and Mount Royal College. Hart joined his father Stu Hart's promotion Stampede Wrestling in 1976 as a referee and made his in-ring debut in 1978. He gained championship success during the 1980s and 1990s in the World Wrestling Federation, WWF, now WWE, where he held the Hart Foundation stable. He left for World Championship Wrestling, WCW, following the controversial Montreal Screwjob in November 1997, where he remained until October 2000. Having been inactive from in-ring competition since January 2000, owing to a December 1999 concussion, Hart officially retired in October 2000, shortly after his departure from the company. He returned to sporadic in-ring competition from 2010 to 2011 with WWE, where he won his final championship, headlined the 2010 SummerSlam event, and served as the general manager of Raw. Throughout his career, Hart headlined the WrestleMania 9, 10, and 12, and participated in the main event at Starrcade 1997 and 1999 as a special enforcer and referee in the former. Hart was inducted into the Wrestling Observer Newsletter Hall of Fame upon its inception in 1996, while still an active performer. Hart has held championships in 5 decades, from the 1970s to the 2010s, with a total of 32 held throughout his career and 17 held between the WWF, WWE, and WCW. Among other accolades, he's a 5-time WWF champion and a 2-time WCW World Heavyweight Champion. Hart has most combined days as WWF champion during the 1990s, 654, and was the first WCW World Heavyweight Champion born outside the United States. He's the second WWF Triple Crown Champion and fifth with Goldberg, WWC Triple Crown Champion, and the first man to win both the WWF and WWC Triple Crown Championships. Hart is also the 1994 Royal Rumble match winner with Lex Luger, and the only 2-time King of the Ring, winning the 1991 tournament and the first King of the Ring pay-per-view in 1993. Stone Cold Steve Austin, with whom Hart headlined multiple pay-per-view events as part of an acclaimed rivalry from 1996 to 1997, inducted him into the WWE Hall of Fame class of 2006. In 2019, Hart became one of the 7 people to enter the WWE Hall of Fame twice, when he was inducted again as a member of the Hart Foundation with brother-in-law Jim Neidhart. As of 2021, the estimated net worth of Bret Hart is $15 million. In 2004, the retired wrestler bought a house in Kailua Kona for $675,000. Built into a hillside in the Kuakini Heights area, the tropical post and beam design features expansive ocean views, a wet bar, a center island kitchen, an office, 3 bedrooms, and 3 bathrooms, within a 2,064 square feet of living space. Hart put the house on the market in May 2018 for $725,000. Outside of wrestling, Hart has appeared in numerous films and television shows such as The Simpsons, Lonesome Dove, The Adventures of Sinbad, as well as featuring in several documentaries, both about himself specifically and others about his family or the wrestling industry in general. Hart also helped found and lent his name to the major junior ice hockey team, the Calgary Hitmen, and has written 2 biographies along with a weekly column for the Calgary Sun for over a decade. After his retirement, Hart has spent much of his time on charitable efforts concerning stroke recovery and cancer awareness, due to his personal experience with the two. Hart chronicled his wrestling life and the Montreal Screwjob in his best-selling autobiography, Hitman: My Real Life in the Cartoon World of Wrestling. So how do you think about him? Leave a comment to let us know, and don't forget to hit the like and subscribe buttons to support our channel. Thank you so much for watching. See you in the upcoming videos on the Malaby channel.